Hey guys, it's Beth, and today I'm making some super cute fabric bunnies. I used this little bunny from Dollar Tree. It came in a package of garland. These really adorable fabrics also from Dollar Tree. And these two wooden cubes from Dollar Tree, two dowels, and some Fiberfill. Those were from Walmart. Plaster chalk paint, distress oxide, hot glue, and a drill. First thing I did was tape down the bunny onto the fabric and just traced it out. And I traced out just one of the ears and part of the other one because I'll be flipping it over to trace out the straight ear just to make both of the ears straight up. And then I made another tracing again, just doing the bunny in the opposite direction so they were completely the same. And again, making sure to trace out the straight ears. And then I cut both of those out and I went outside my trace line just a little bit. And I did this on my other set of fabric as well. So I cut out 4 bunnies in total, and after I had them cut out, I just gave them a quick ironing just to make sure that they were going to glue down together nice and evenly. And to glue them down, I did them in sections. So I glued around the edge of both ears on one of the bunnies, and I glued on the side that had my lines on it so you wouldn't see them. So I glued those down, and I am using fabric hot glue. So I just went section by section, gluing down little areas and then placing the 2 bunnies together. And I do not glue the bottom together just yet. I leave the bottom open so I can fill them. After I have them together, I take my Fiberfill and just place it inside one of the bunnies, just a little bit at a time to start with, and then take my dowel and just push it up into the ears, just making sure those are nice and filled first. And then I just keep placing more Fiberfill inside the bunny and pushing it up with the dowel to make sure the whole thing was completely full up until I get to the bottom, and then I start gluing together a little bit more. And once I have the Fiberfill close to the little feet, I just take the glue again and glue together each of the feet, leaving the very center of it open for now. And then after I have those filled, I just set them aside, and then I take the 2 wooden cubes from Dollar Tree and use my ruler just to get the center and just make a little dot on each of them. After I had my marks made, I took my drill, and it's a 3/16 drill bit, and just drilled a hole on those markings I made. And these cubes are hollow, so it doesn't take much to poke a hole through them. Next, I take plaster chalk paint and paint those cubes entirely, and I just did 1 coat on those. And the dowels are from Walmart, and those are 3/16 as well. And the dowels, I didn't cover them completely. You don't really need to do the ends on either of those. And I just gave those one quick coat. And then I took my Distress Oxide pad, and I believe the color's Vintage, and just go along each of the edges of each of the cubes with that, and then just use my finger to kind of blend it in. And then I also, just put my finger on the Distress Oxide pad and just make some little distress marks on the sides of the cubes as well. And then again, the same thing on the dowels. And then I take my dowel and put it in the bunny just to make sure it was going to go through just fine. And then I put some hot glue on it and then place it back in there. And then once it's in there, I just fill it up with some more Fiberfill so the whole bottom is nice and filled out, making sure the feet are filled. And then I take the glue again and glue together the rest of the bottom. And then I decided to add some twine, so I just wrapped it around the bunny a few times and tied it in a little bow off to the side and then trimmed up the excess twine. And then I want to see how far up I need to cut the dowel, so just place it along the cube, use some pruning shears to cut the dowel, make sure that the dowel fits fine inside that hole, put some glue on it, and place it in the little cube. And then I do that with the next one. And that is it for this project. I just love them so much. Thank you guys so much for watching.